Okay. So first we gotta restart, or we're gonna catch up with last week's price action, right? In the beginning of the week, good evening, everyone. Good evening. In the beginning of the week, we saw that the market was pretty much kind of consolidating, making its way back from Thursday, September 11th. And then
I'm sorry, Hans. I don't think I'm seeing your charts.
let me try this one more time. Okay, how about now?
Oh, yeah, this is perfect.
All right. Thank you for that, bro. All right, so where were we? All right, so Monday, September 15th, we saw price pretty much just create lower lows until it found its way to demand. We were waiting on this, and just very gradually, we saw like on Wednesday in the morning, price actually started pushing to the upside before FOMC. Now, FOMC actually behaved as we once used to see it behave. I even went back to last year's FOMC and it played out exactly as this year has. And as you guys remember, we were on live. The first 30 minutes, price pushed to the upside on most of these pairs. But then afterwards, we went back down to the pre-market and the London session lows. It was very much a weird looking wick. I know for one, I was hesitant to enter, but I remember also saying, hey, if anyone gets in, the stop loss would be best placed below London lows. Y'all remember that?
Yes.
Mm. And that thing jerked up. And after New York, they kept on pushing it. It was not clean, but we saw that price still made it to the top all the way by London. It just goes to show whenever price does give us lowered interest rates from a long time, they usually play it out in this way, right? They take off the highs, come back and clean the lows, and then continue to the upside. This was so clean from last year, but it's still very, very risky, which is why I honestly did not trade it. But one thing about this whole trading, right? Sometimes you got to see things over and over just to be like, all right, you know what? Next time I'll take this trade with this level of risk, put in a stop loss there, even if it's happening quickly, as long as it's finding the target that we're looking for, taking the risk could be worth it, right? But that wasn't the type of time it was on. However, it's worth reviewing. All right. So, because sometimes, somebody's probably seen this for the first time in their life, second time in their life, and still not sure what the heck happened. Anybody on the call feeling that way is like, man, I'm glad you're going over this because I don't know what the heck happened. Right. So now we got a whole week ahead of us. Today's the 21st. We got some Chinese 1 year loan prime, these type of things. We just want to see what the numbers come out looking because the numbers usually end up being the same anyway on the Chinese end. But all of these things have everything to do with our economy because the Chinese invest heavily in the U.S. economy, but this ain't nothing to like really be looking at to dictate about our trade. Just something to keep in mind. But Tuesday we have some Euro news and some GBP news for those of us that trade GBP USD or Euro USD. Then Jerome Powell is still going to speak about Lord knows what. You spoke last week, bro. Did you forget something? I don't know. There's also U.S. news, at 9:45 on Tuesday. Okay, so um there is some news from Governor Bailey. He's also planning on speaking. Um, I guess we also have a little bit of USD FOMC light news for tomorrow, where like they just gonna keep talking about the decisions that they made, supposedly. All right, but um, you said Jerome, what? Yeah, I was like, damn, bro, you still got something to say? Oh yeah, and another thing. That'd be crazy. It's like, yeah, all right. So this is what I really wanted to say last week, but um, let's pay attention to what has been missed last week for the most part. Number one, you know how sometimes I say things and you guys are like, oh wow, like it played out. It's because of some of those things that I've seen before. But even if I say them, or even if you see them, executing is even more important. For example, sure, Wednesday was very volatile. But Thursday, when price was selling, they came back to retest the previous day's afternoon low, which is why various times you'll hear me say, hey, even if FOMC plays out and it's just too volatile, there's always a next day. Like we could really see price retest the previous day and then boom, price retest the previous day. And that's a much more safer, cleaner trade to take. That's why I don't want y'all to put so much emphasis on just the FOMC as if like, oh, this is the perfect opportunity to pass my challenge. This is now or never. And then you get washed. Whole time, the next day, clean setup, retest of the afternoon lows, something you very much know without the extra stress. Okay. So, boom, price came down here. And remember, every time price is selling with these indices, you got to be like, where did that joint sell into? Well, what's on the left? Is there a London session there? Is that yesterday's low, afternoon or morning? You really got to ask yourself these questions just to prepare yourself for the bounce. All right. So boom, Thursday's afternoon was right here, September 18th. He ranged. Now peep how even in the morning, if you miss a trade by the afternoon, 11:30, 12:30, there's usually a trade there. So it won't happen every day, but I guarantee you 2 to 3 times out the week, US 30 or sometimes Nas is pulling back in the afternoon to retest so you can have a trade to take. So set your alarm, 11:45. Oh my gosh, you missed the trade, or market wasn't looking so clean in the morning. Keep that in mind so you don't over trade, over leverage, over attempt positions by 9 to 10 in the morning, and then you done lost so much that price is now giving a better entry, and you're like, bruh, now I'm over here having to just make that loss back or not even be able to trade at all. So keep in mind that 11:30 to 12:30, sometimes even 2 p.m., there is a retracement that could be happening that is a lot more clear than what you was trying to do at market open. Okay. Now, you see a trade like that in the afternoon, if you're taking buys, your stop loss will go below the beginning of the session, whether that's 85 points, 50 points, 60 points, whatever you feel comfortable with, just to be away from the price action that might grab your liquidity and stop loss and have its way with it. All right. So please pay attention to these zones because they do happen a lot. On Friday, the market looked a little choppy, but again, by 11:30, 12 p.m., We saw what it was intending on doing. What was it about to do? Came down here just to retest 9:30 market open lows. All of those are opportunities to take
Yo, bro, it's
clean
good.
trades. What's up, Waweru? What's up, my boy? So now, having gone over these entry models,
I'm good, bro.
that's good. That's good.
I
Having
I
gone
don't
over
know
these,
what I can see your screen. Ah, nice. Now I can see that.
this is so
I can
weird.
see it. I can see it.
Every time somebody shows up on a webinar lately, I've been hearing that. Uh, give it a second. See if it shows you the screen, bro. Everybody else sees the screen.
Yep.
I'm gonna do it one more time.
I see the screen. I've been seeing the screen.
All right, cool. So now, having said what we said about these setups, which one of them have you guys caught last week? Did anybody trade US 30 slash YM?
Yeah, I did. This is Nitish.
Okay, how was that?
I caught the sell and the buy.
Nice, bro. When did you catch this at market open?
No, not at the market open. I was waiting until like 11:30. I saw price dripping very fast, so that's when I got in. Not at the market open.
Ah, I see this right here. Oh no, no, no. Okay, you caught that. Okay, nice, bro. That's nice. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. How we doing with the challenges?
I am so one of my account is funded already. So I
Beautiful,
made up $2,500, which is the contingency amount for the funded account. I
beautiful.
made another $500, which I already withdrew,
Jesus Christ. You
and
said you
now
withdrew it?
yeah, I withdrew it, sir.
You didn't
I
send me
withdrew
that
it.
news.
Sorry, I forgot. I've been like super busy this weekend. Sorry about it. My bad.
Oh,
But
man's is too busy for me now.
sorry. It's family time, so I have the little one with me too now. You are no. So, but yes, I got a $500 payout for this one.
Somebody put some fire on the chat for this man to teach. I cannot believe mans did not tell me this, bro. That's
I'm sorry.
beautiful. I've been waiting on some type of good news from you. Jesus.
No, no, I was finally able to make it. I got it late Friday. I requested my payout, and actually, it came in the next day itself. This was for take profit traders, so they allow you to withdraw 24 hours. So.
Nitish finally got his first payout from futures. Let's go.
Thank you,
Oh,
thank you.
yeah. Yes, sir. Make sure to add that one in the profits board, please. And I'm gonna need that 2 minute testimonial video.
Testimonial, yes, yeah, I owe
Yeah.
you. Yes, sir, definitely,
Ha
definitely,
ha
Nitish.
ha. We're getting payouts.
Congrats, congrats, Latish.
Thank you so much. I'm
Wow,
following
wow,
you.
wow, wow, wow. Finally, he got one. More to come.
Hey, Latish,
Yes.
I'm jealous. I ain't see that US 30 set up.
Right?
Yes,
I tried
it's been
US
a
30
long
last
one.
week.
You guys let Jaquel take the lead, and she was spanking. She's still spanking. Y'all gonna have to catch up.
This week is going in, going in.
Going it. Beautiful, beautiful. I want to see more. I want to see more people with payouts, guys. All right. Y'all know too much to not be at the point where you're getting payouts, even though Marcus has not been easy, but embrace the challenge. I know it's a lot going on the back end. Everybody is, to be honest, including myself, but we got to keep pushing, right? Got to keep pushing, fight for ourselves. Okay. Now, as you know, this is a community where we support each other. So I'm always going to congratulate y'all. I'm always going to, push y'all. I'm always going to be there to feel every season of your trading. And honestly, I'm still trying to figure out ways to see more results, to see more value out of your journey. We're still here, and I know this is something that I have to commit to y'all so we can see each other win around here. All right. Now, in the afternoon, just remember it'd be some clean retracements. All right. Now, moving forward with Nas, I saw Nas selling it. What was it? I think it was in the beginning of September 8th. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, so um on Thursday I took a good look at Nas, and then last time I remember he it was just selling, and I didn't even get to really check in with it afterwards. Come to find out, it was just coming back to London lows. Okay, I didn't even check to see what happened next, but Friday price came in here, pulled back in by 11:30, retested pre-market. See, this is the thing with Nas for me. Nas doesn't pull back at like the 9:30 lows like it does with US 30, right? Sometimes I'm like, what the heck is Nas doing, right? Like, where are you heading? Why? And that's not what US 30 is doing, So sometimes I don't even take a look at Nas. But one thing you should know is every retracement to the demand for Nas is still an opportunity for buys. Okay. Now, September 10th, price has just been for honestly, let me be honest with y'all. Nas, every time price pulls back into a 4 hour structure, for those of us who have like trading accounts with our own personal like Forex accounts, it's much better to just hold some trades um long term for Nas, especially if it's pulling back in. But if you open the position conservatively, even if there are some pullbacks at times where they come right back again, man, ain't no way Nas is gonna be the same place that it was a week or two later off of a 4 hour position that you enter. Keep that in mind.
So, Hans,
Yes.
that's what I did on the liquid brokers.
Yeah. I was wanting
I
to know about that.
I got into a buy on NAS and I just held it because I'm like, I need this account, I need to grow. So
Yeah.
I just held it for 2 days and then I moved the stop loss all the way up. I mean, not stop loss, the take profit all the way up and it hit my take profit.
Let's go.
And then my gold, I'm still in my gold, but I held my gold trade for like 3 days. So, because liquid brokers, one good thing is they don't have high um
Swap fees.
swap fees.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm just still waiting for gold to hit our target. So,
Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Y'all coming in with the good news this on this fine webinar. Okay. I like that. I like that. Somebody was gonna say something. Is it Zillion? What's up, bro?
I'm good, man.
Hold on. What time is it right now in Nigeria?
It's 1:26 a.m.
Bro, it's
Yeah,
wow. I'm glad to have you here, bro.
yeah, thanks, bro.
I love it. I love it. I love it. All right.
Yeah.
Any improvements this week?
Yeah, nothing much though. Nothing much though. I make some profit on US 30 buy.
Okay. Good, good,
Yeah,
good.
last week. Yeah. And I made some withdrawals also from my 15K funded Nest account as well.
Hold on, let's start back over. Hold on. You made a withdrawal?
Yeah, bro.
Hey, you guys came in with some good news.
Yo,
Whoa.
Hans, looks like everybody's been waiting for this webinar because you haven't had it in the last couple of weeks. So everything is
My
pouring in
bad,
now.
guys.
Yeah, bro.
Wow. Christine is
Yeah,
out here holding great trades.
yeah,
Profits is profiting. Jaquil out
actually.
here catching a bag with babies in hand. Payouts after payouts. Natish finally got his off of a futures prop firm. You guys is out here just killing it, man. Dang.
You see her? You see her? You MIA with wifey. Y'all don't even know what's going on. Y'all don't even know what's going on over here.
Wifey was like, man, I haven't texted Jaquel, but it's okay. We gonna figure it out. She be asking.
Everybody, the community is so big. Everybody's cooking a dish of
Right.
their own.
Yeah. We're still cooking. We're not done yet.
Oh yeah.
Congratulations, guys. Wow,
Yeah,
wow, wow, wow. Y'all really making me proud out here. Y'all really
that's
making me
bro.
proud. Wow. I'm
Yeah,
really happy. Y'all have no idea. This is good.
yeah,
Man, and you out here all the way in freaking Nigeria and it's 1 in the morning, bro. Wow,
yeah.
man. I feel
I
honored,
have to,
man.
bro.
Yes, sir. No, I appreciate that. Appreciate that. The value
Thanks,
just
bro.
keeps valuing.
Yeah, keeping them together, you know.
So what? Oh, okay. It's you.
Oh, Emmanuel's okay, bro. I didn't even realize he was on the call. We got more work to do, guys. We got more work to do.
Yeah,
So, Christine, I appreciate that input because it's really falling in line with what we are talking about. Um, Sometimes it's just, yeah, the market's choppy, but with a conservative entry, we can wait a couple of days. I'm sure things will turn back around, right?
yeah,
Got to keep that one in mind for real. The 4 hour entries, yeah, it's choppy. Choppy is because we want sniper entry, but that's not what investors care for. A couple of days
hmm,
later, that joint is up, and you're like, I could have, Trying to keep that out of our vocabulary going into the end of the year. All right. Once again, good job, Christine. Everybody else, man, yo, wow. Okay. We got more
yeah.
work to do. We got more work to do.
Oh,
Now,
well,
yes, sir. Let's move forward. Gold. I did not see this buy side coming because I guess we was just paying attention
that's
to
it.
US 30. Um,
Yeah,
that was crazy. But boom, they took out 4 hour highs. Let me go on to the 4 hour time frame. And I definitely have this to say. Because gold has been creating new highs left and right, typically if they take out 4 hour swing highs and they pull back in, that's your cue to put in some good, moderate, conservative positions because in the next couple of days, you won't see that price for a while. Okay,
yeah,
guys?
that's true.
Yeah. So just tweak your minds a bit when it comes to these type of conversations, just to think about how do you go about certain situations on the charts. You ever be sitting here beating yourself up and you're like, man, if I had done this, I would have been up. Okay, cool. But just keep yourself accountable to do that next time. Oh, we got another legend on the call. We got Weather FX. Putting in work. What's going on? What's going on, sister?
Bro, I told you on the meeting on Friday to take the buy because
You know what? I didn't hear you.
I sent a message and I wrote a chat in the chat. I said take the buy and then after you will give me a few commission.
Gosh, you gotta be louder next time because I was
She
looking at it.
did
I'm
say
like,
it. You missed it, huh? She was like, okay, it's gonna buy now, guys. Because it
Yes,
made like a
I did
massive drop.
not hear that, yo.
and
I
I
don't
was
know if she
even
typed it, but
laughing. I
I
said take
think
it and
she
then
said
later
something.
just give me a bit money.
Where was I? I did not. I did not hear that, guys. I did not hear that. Wow. You know
But
what
I was
sucks?
confident on that buy.
Yeah, as you should be. Um, what sucks is last year I witnessed the same setup, and I said in 2025 I'm catching this setup if I see it again. I
Mm-hmm.
missed it. I did not. When it happening in front of me, it was just like, whoa, what is this? Lovey, my favorite.
Gold performed well this year than US 30.
Yeah, gold's
Yeah,
just going
absolutely.
crazy.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
True.
That's facts. Hmm. Now, I'll come back to US 30 real quick. Let's talk about the
Gold.
price action on gold. Yeah. So now, price comes back to the 4 hour swing low on Thursday. They push, they take out these highs. It made us feel like price was probably going to keep going lower to different levels of lows. That's a trap. Keep in mind, the beginning of the week is your demand. Even if price takes out 4 hour highs, they're going to come back to respect 4 hour lows. If we don't know that for sure, we wait on rejections and a break and retest. You need 2 days sometimes, 2 business days, 2 sessions to confirm what you're looking at, unless you're just entering early on some conservative level. This right here made me feel like price was gonna sell by 9 p.m. That was the last time I was looking at the market on Thursday night. But when I woke up the next morning, I'm thinking price is gonna sell as well, until something just looked off. I said, "Hold on." I got out of my cells. I got out of my cells because I noticed, even though I thought price was gonna sell, since I saw price come down here to retest, you know, Friday's highs, I'm gunning for lows right here. And then I'm like, hold on. Why is price pushing? Oh wow. Price couldn't even break below London lows. What does that mean, guys? If
Yeah, I
we're
think I'm over here
if
and
we're
eat at the table. Y'all don't need to eat in there.
if we're trying to take sells and price is for some reason having a hard time breaking through London lows. What does that mean for y'all?
It'll
Going back
continue
up.
buying.
Exactly. Should we stay in themselves?
Nope.
No.
Heck no. Close those trades ASAP. ASAP, because that's a sign. Like, hold on. Why are you having trouble breaking through London's lows? I shouldn't be in them. I shouldn't be in themselves, huh? Okay, got you. Close themselves
I jump on the
immediately.
buy when it dropped,
Yeah,
you know.
I almost
Yeah,
got grits,
just
guys. Almost. And you know what sucked about that? Because it caught me off guard that we were
yeah,
changing the direction. I didn't get to put in my confident size to really like make the most out of this opportunity.
yeah,
This is why, like, somebody could come in and give you a beautiful story about price action, but in real time, if you're not confident and was prepared enough to see what you saw in the alignment of the market, you won't catch it with full confidence. You might go about it 50-50, you know? So
yeah,
looking at it, what happened? We came down to the 4 hour Friday lows, basically the low of the week. And since price bounced off of a 4 hour low of the week, 4 hour structure comes with a lot of pips by the end of the session. For 24 to 48 hours, you're going to see a lot of great volume to the upside. And that's what happened here. And unfortunately, I didn't even, bruh, you know what I mean? Like 500 pips later, we already up 500 pips. And now gold is giving you that type of profit. It's giving you those type of runs for your money. So this week, I'm looking to see by New York or maybe London if price is pulling back in or something like that. Um, but I know for sure by New York, if price is coming closer to London lows, then that'll be our opportunity to take buys. All right. Now I'm really hoping that we could get a retracement, but that's not up to us, right? It's not up to
Nope.
us. Not up to us. Well, there's a backup. I want to see what's going on with GU because I did not
Yeah.
see that trade coming. I did not. But we coming into 4 hour structure. Coming into 4 hour structure. And when it's ready to buy, price will usually what? Sweep the low, no matter how much it ran to the bottom, found itself a 4 hour structure. We're gonna see if price keeps selling or if we're gonna respect the 4 hour structure to buy. Let's see what Alice says because I'm waiting a sell. Don't know when yet. Yeah. So we gonna see. All right, we're gonna see.
Bro, what is your overall bias on GU? Like, do you see is gonna break this high and keep going up?
Brother, I'm just gonna wait on confirmation because at one point I didn't see this sell coming like that. I was in buys here for GU, buy swings, and then they made
Yeah,
it here the first time, of course, and then they pull back in. So when price pulls back in again and respects 4 hour structure, especially since we got, I mean, take a look at GU, right? GU's
mm,
notorious for selling, then finding its the 4 hour liquidity and just pushing it back up. Many times this has happened. Sell off,
yeah,
sell off, sell off, sell off. Oh man, I missed all this great. Man. Okay, boom. Price makes it to 4 hour structure. Gas. So we're waiting on 4 hour structure. Now, this is why I spoke on GBP USD news coming out on Tuesday. And we got 945 flash manufacturing PMI. I could see if price wanted to buy how they would engineer this setup. Price probably sells off with that London news and then by New York 945 or whatever. Price sweeps it, buys. We'll see and we'll wait for the confirmation. But
yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if that's what happened, and I'm not trying to miss that one. Not trying to miss that one. This could be like a beautiful start of a swing. Like, look at this. Tuesday, September 2nd. We had sales on Monday. Price swept that joint on Tuesday in London. Broke structure. Came back here. Wow. By Thursday down, they took a long time to do that. However, 4 days, 6 days later, we was up 200 pips. So got to keep that one in mind too, right?
mm,
These are opportunities where you catch those 4 hour buys, even on a moderate to conservative level, $1, $2, $3. That $3 is gonna be sitting nice and tight
yeah,
for the next couple of days for it to play out. Um, the conservative way is best to finish out the year. I'm saying this myself because I done been hit so many times, and I'm like, bro, I forced it a little bit, you know.
Uh,
That's an African brother speaking from pain. He can't even say too much. ah, man, want to wrap his stomach with cloth. Only Africans know what that means. But so we're gonna wait and see how GU plays out, all because of news. We'll keep on the lookout. Now let's get back to our. Now, hey, hold on. I know some of y'all in here still trade GJ. See if he's still here. Nah, he ain't here.
JJ messed me up last week.
Yeah, I'm not with GJ, bro. I don't. I only analyze it, look at it. I'm like, yo, this you guys are.
He took the money US 30 gave to me.
Hmm.
But I got it back on good, man. Good was
Yeah,
good.
thank goodness.
Yeah.
This pair right here, you got to trade it conservatively once it bounces off of 4 hour demand, daily demand. But once it takes out a high, you got to be able to close, you know, some some partials because it's very choppy. But what you expecting out of it plays out a week later, 2 weeks later, off of the daily. Like since April, we've been seeing very choppy markets from GJ. But from a daily perspective, after it did all of this, then you wonder when the heck did
Excuse
price
me.
move so much.
You got to like a towel or mistake like
So I'm not touching a pair like that, but if someone is going about trading this pair, this is how you have to go about it. Like daily demand positions get caught, and then you manage that accordingly. It's like a stock. You don't just expect anything out of it until a few days later. And yeah, so I'm moving on. UJ as well. UJ at one point it was looking very much bearish, but then it chopped up. All August, UJ has not really been moving as much. On a daily perspective, we can see it's just been very choppy. Now, GJ looks to be on its way. This kind of poses a concern because if we expecting potential retracements for GU, it then doesn't make sense that GU might buy back up like crazy. So I'm not sure. All I know is now if we are looking at GU from a different angle, we might see price continue selling
Yeah.
since the dollar is like strongly buying back. So let's see if price goes to premium so it can sell off, or if it
Go back.
sweeps the
Yeah.
lows to buy. I don't. I'm gonna need some more price actions to confirm these things. All right, I'll need some more price action, and this is why I remember Alice used to ask this question because she was probably one of the newest. About 2 years ago, Alice is like, "Hey, what's the correlation with GU and gold like?" And then I remember telling her, hey, sometimes these guys correlate GU, gold, EU. But then there are times like these where it's not about correlation. There's one focus. Every central bank, large hedge funds, and institutions around the world have taken full position on buying more gold. Why? Because of the uncertainties going on. So now you can't just look at GU and say, oh, yeah, GU is definitely going to buy because gold is buying. You
But
would
yeah.
be making yourself a big mistake because they're not on the same page right now. One has a completely opposite agenda and it's not backed by any country. One, every reaction that's happening on the charts is impacting the currency of a specific country, one or the other. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, it's very important. At some point, gold is like correlating with everything, and then it's like, okay, I see you guys. Yeah, and it's because you have it's getting all the attention,
Yeah.
and they're putting money into it because gold, all it does is buy up in times like these because a lot of changes are happening under our nose, and we don't fully be knowing how the play is going on, but we can tell based off of how gold has been buying that these institutions, these banks, they don't trust how certain governments are running, Um, there's a lot of economic first time occurrences that are happening that has never happened in like the last 100 years. So with all that uncertainty, they rather just put money and park it in gold. We are about 300 points away from touching 4,000 per
Yeah.
ounce. And I feel like in the next 100 days, that's probably going to happen very soon. Look at that. Not that far off, especially since prices created a floor. We September 11th, Lowe's was right here. Price pulled back September 18th, and we still bullish, right? I'm gonna continue my scaling plans for swing buys on this other account. I had closed profit, and the minute I closed profit, I realized I had made a mistake. It was around it was around September 2nd. I didn't want price to just take all my profit when I was scaling in. I took like a $700 account into like 3K, just 0.01s, 0.02s with gold.
It's a
But
lot.
then, yeah, something told me, hey, let me go ahead and close this. Um, and all my best positions from here, Friday, August 22nd, I closed them around here. And I'm like, bro, I caught
Ash.
1,500 pips. That's amazing. Da 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 da. Ain't never happened before. I'm gonna close this. My plan really was to hold until December, but in my mind, I didn't want to lose the profit.
You have the other man speaking to
Yeah, man. Now, guess what though? Here's the mistake that I did. I did not wait for price to create a new floor, and these new
Mm,
floors they
was something.
they create themselves out of out of a London and a New York. So even if price is making new highs and you can't tell, you keep asking yourself. Sometimes I get asked, "Yo, so what's the deal with gold? Where do you think it's heading? You don't think it's gonna sell off?" I don't have these answers, but once price creates a new floor, if you're swing trading, every time it creates a new solidified floor, London, New York, a few days after or the day after, you could move your stop loss into profit. After 12 p.m., once you see London and New York touched and created a foundation and created a new floor, all right, now you can move the stop loss. You guys get where I'm coming from, right?
Yeah, 100.
And I know Christine is going to use this nugget. If anybody else on the call going to use this nugget, Christine will.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Because it's very difficult dealing with a market that's creating new highs, and you're like, yo, hey, what if one day I just wake up and that thought, that what if, just makes you want to close positions and secure, then it keeps going days and days and days. And like, ah, my God. All of a sudden, you caught 2,000 pips and it don't mean shit. You just mad. But now you know, like, okay, where should I move my stop loss? Let me wait for it to create a new day of demand. Let me let it create a new floor. Now I know, okay, now if my trade was here, let me write trade, buy trade, right? Buy trade. Trade is here, stop loss is here, price starts going crazy, boom, boom, boom. Okay, move stop loss right there after it created a new floor of London and New York. Boom. Continues 12 a.m. Continues. Okay. 4 a.m. Bow. Took off. 10 a.m. Took off. Oh, okay. Yeah. New floor. Because that whatever happens one day like this, at least you'll get stopped out in very good profit.
Oh,
This is how you use your experience to ameliorate your strategy or your psychology and how you should have gone about the situation. I go through them a lot. I don't have all this wisdom of what you should do better for nothing. It's because I done messed up or I didn't think about it at the time. So I'm bringing that insight to you guys. 1 second. Okay, is this good insight?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Good, good. Gloria, how you doing?
Good. I did take some losses on gold because I did not hold my position,
Yeah,
but I just let them run on demo since September. No, yeah, the 11th, like 5 positions.
nice.
Today I logged in my demo account and it's to 20,000. I'm like, God, just beating myself up because if I would have held I could have probably already passed my challenge, my funded account,
Gloria.
that I didn't hold because I was selling. No, wait,
He was buying. He was
I was
buying.
buying, but it
Mhm.
was selling, it was going down, down. I'm like, oh no, I didn't like what I was looking at.
Yeah, it
Sure
feels
enough,
terrible when it's selling off. But
yeah,
then you look 2 days later and you're like, oh man, it didn't even make it past the week's low, you know? So that's why you have to mark zones like these
right.
out
But I
the
had to
week.
go to work and I had to go to, I'm doing therapy for my knee and I
Yeah.
don't like trading on my phone or watching.
Yeah. Understood.
So
Understood.
because
Understood.
I took the loss like 3 times and I'm like, God dang it. I
Yeah.
should have got me in.
Well,
But
sometimes we make those decisions, but we gotta follow up, right? We gotta follow up with what happened next. Um, at I don't want you to end the year saying this repetitive stuff. I looked at my demo and then I'm
yeah,
up this and then
mhm.
I didn't do it on my life. You really could have a $400, $500 account, $1,000 account, and you literally put a 0.05, 0.04, 0.03 and forget it. Check in months later, just like you're doing with your demo.
I have like Blue Guardian. I don't know if anybody has Blue Guardian or heard of it.
Mm,
I don't know. But like for the minute 1 through minute 30, my spread is so big. So I have to take my trades like either on the H1 or the H4 because I don't, I'm not going to take it. It's so big, the spread.
yeah.
It's
Well,
weird.
you should have an account with Sway, right? Or Liquid Brokers, right?
Yeah, I have one too with my live account.
Okay.
Mhm.
When prices bouncing off a 1 hour demand, 4 hour demand, get out of your fear and just get into a trade that has a very moderate lot size. And check in 2 weeks, Gloria. Check in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah. I just want you to
Profit
post
last,
that.
I made
that
some profit last week on my funded account,
good, good,
but
good,
it's still
good.
not, I still haven't passed my challenge, but yeah, I did make some profit,
That's good. That's good. I
especially
just
on was it FOMC?
FOMC, correct.
I got in and I think I made like $75.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
And then 10. And then I said, no, I'm pressing my luck. I'm staying off.
Yeah, you coming around. Just do us that favor. Post in the chat the day that you find a nice demand zone. Maybe we found it together while we're having conversations over the chat. Show the screenshot that you're in here and you're gonna get out in 2 weeks. or the end of the month. Because remember, we're getting close into fourth quarter, and gold started buying way earlier than we thought. I ain't
Yeah.
expect gold to be doing all this in September, guys. So yeah, just keep learning to do better and trust yourself with a moderate conservative lot size. Because the situation that you thinking is scary now ain't even gonna be that situation in the next couple of days. You see how price pulled back all the way over here, which was a lot of pips, right? Price stopped out 4 hour highs on Tuesday, back in 600 pips. Scary stuff. But let's say you closed early. It's like, man, let me get out my positions. But wait, what is price doing? Price took out 4 hour swing highs. Then it has to find a 4 hour swing low. It ain't just gonna keep selling. That's just fear. Logic will tell you, man, what's it gonna do next? It's probably gonna find a 4 hour demand. Well, where is that? Thursday, it bounced off of it, and it sold again. It's like, oh man. And now trust me, this is crazy too, like to even think price is buying now. Because look how price sold. This candle must have been hot flashing to the bottom. But
Yeah.
there's somewhere it's gonna stop at. Look to your left. Okay. Hey, this is the low of the week. Let me pay attention to the low of the week. All right. Boom. Gradually from Thursday to Friday, then they gave us a break. This looked like a lower high until it stopped at London lows. And if price you thinking is selling, but it's stopping at London lows, it can't break it. What should we do if we were in sales?
Step out.
You gotta step out. Okay. This is how you learn the language of the markets. You playing soccer, you playing football, you playing tennis. What you gotta understand the behavior so you know what to do. That's the only way y'all gonna get better. Learning strategies ain't the only thing. It's really understanding what the market does and what does that mean and how we should go about it. Okay, the market's bouncing off of 4 hour demand. Man, this trade is gonna go for over 300 pips. Let me chill. Let me let it keep running until the end of the session before I make any harsh, you know, rash decisions or whatever the case is. Because if it's bouncing off of the demand of London's low, up and away it go. Okay? Keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. All right. So for this week, as I said, okay. So for this week, we're gonna see what's up with the markets. We're gonna see how London plays out. We're gonna see how New York plays out. If it's respecting it, and we might see price continue on the sidelines. Okay. Um, I'm trying to see if there's any. Right. So with US 30 as well, we can see prices pulling back a little bit. It's Monday. So let's say, for instance, market opens, price is pulling back into Friday a little bit lower and into Friday's low. We know that it's still a buy. Remember also, when price makes it to a 4 hour high from, if they make a new high and they go and revisit that high, chances are they might just snatch the liquidity and come back inside the range. So if you catch a buy and it's buying and it's going back to an old high from 4 hours, recent high, you exit positions because they might just take out the highs, pull back in, and then they continue after they make a higher low. Keep that in mind. It's usually the second time price pulls back to make the higher low that they go crazy. Price takes out highs, pulls back in. Friday, September 5th. Monday, September 8th, they push up again. Price buys, takes out the highs, pulls back in. That was core CPI right here. Price pulls back in. Tuesday, Wednesday, that's a 2-day retest. Then they buy, even if that was FOMC. So we just wait on the sequence. If there's not much good price action going on a Monday, okay, we're not going to force it. Let's check in by 12. Okay, we got an entry. Nice. Wednesday, same thing. We got up until 2 p.m., 3:30 to see if price has an opportunity. We don't force trades just because it's not working out the first hour of the session. Got it?
Got it.
All right. Guys, this ends our webinar for tonight. Does anybody have any question? I'll keep my eye on you, EU. Keep my eye on you.
Hans, just one request, if you don't mind. Uh, I could barely listen to this webinar because of my son. Whenever you can just post the video, I will have a look at it again, please, if you don't mind.
I got you. That's happening right after.
Thank you very much.
Of course. All right, guys. Well, let's have a great profitable week. Let's wait on our setups. We know what times to be looking for them. And let's go. Y'all have a great night. Peace, love, and blessings. Recording
Thanks.
coming.